This is Jo and welcome to JMSC Talk. Saudi Arabia's crown prince is paving the way for a more moderate Islam as he votes to destroy extremist ideology. At the Future Investment Initiative Conference in Riyadh, he unveiled the Vision 2030 plan to bring social and economic change to the kingdom. Joining us today are JMSC political reporter Amanda Har and economic reporter Daria Connolly. Amanda, what steps has the prince taken to achieve a more moderate Islam?
So last year, King Salman and the Crown Prince issued guidelines to curb the authority of the religious police, taking away their power to arrest suspects in public. The government is also talking about reinvesting into the entertainment industry by opening up cinemas and allowing the first ever concerts to take place in Riyadh in decades. We're also seeing women's rights slowly being restored with the landmark decision of allowing women to drive, which then opens up the possibilities of whether or not guardianship laws will be further loosened up in the future. The government is also cracking down on religious incitement, so targeting anyone that has spoken against, Shia Muslims, the Jews, and the Christian groups.
Daria, could you tell us more about the economic side of things? What are the motives of Crown Prince achieving such social reform?
So there are definitely economic motives behind creating a more moderate Islam. Saudi Arabia is a country that is heavily dependent on oil, with 70% of the population being directly or indirectly involved in the oil industry. So as we have seen in the recent years, oil prices have gone down, and the Crown Prince has come up with a solution to tackle this issue. He has come up with a Vision 2030 plan, and the goals of this plan include create an economy that is less dependent on oil, so a more diverse economy, and getting Saudis off government aid. And creating a more moderate Islam can actually help achieve those goals. So for example, as Amanda has previously mentioned, a law has been issued allowing women to drive as of next year. And the Crown Prince has mentioned that this will actually encourage women to go out and get into the workforce because it will enable them to get to and from work more efficiently. So this act of creating a more moderate Islam can actually help achieve the goal of a more diverse economy.
Realistically speaking, can a more moderate Islam be achieved? What are the challenges facing the Saudi monarchy?
There are definitely challenges that are going to be along the way. And one of the main challenges is trying to change the mindset and the values of the people, especially those that are of an older age. And it's one thing to change the laws, but it's a different thing to actually change how people think about certain issues. And this can be seen through the hashtag, the people refuse women driving. So the law has been issued and women will be able to drive as of next year, but as this hashtag shows, people aren't very aligned with this idea and belief, especially those who are older, but 70% of the population is under 30. Therefore, I personally believe that a more moderate Islam can be achieved.
Amanda, you have talked about how women's rights is improving in Saudi Arabia. What are the hindrances in this regard?
So even though women in Saudi Arabia are now allowed to drive, they still face a number of challenges in their daily lives. And this is mainly because of the guardianship laws that prevent them from making their own decisions without a male guardian present. So unless these laws are tackled and changed, there is still a long way to go before Saudi Arabian women will be able to experience equality. And a lot of human rights activists and international groups have been criticizing the way that the Saudi government is implementing these reforms. And they're essentially saying that it is ironic that, to be able to achieve a more tolerant and open Islam, the Saudi government still has to resort to tactics like jailing peaceful activists, jailing reporters and anyone who is speaking publicly against these reforms. So in this regard, it is so crucial that we think about these issues as well when we talk about this topic.
Thank you, Daria Connolly and Amanda Har, for joining with us today. This is JMSC Talk, and I'm Jo.